All right, class. Today we are going to learn about the world. So here we have our big world map. And last week we were talking about different continents and different locations on the map. And what we're going to do today is kind of identify those and kind of go in more in depth about what we were talking about last week. So, can anyone tell me how many continents that we have on our planet?
7.
Yes, we do. We have 7 continents. Here we have Australia down here. We have North America here, South America here, Africa, Europe, Asia, and then all the way down here, which we can't see. You can see a little bit down here is going to be Antarctica. All right. So different continents have different land masses on the map. So everyone knows that what is this specifically?
Continent?
No. What country is this right here?
America.
Yes, this is America. However, America has land masses here, all the way up here, and what state is this all the way up here?
Alaska.
And then we also have a state all the way out here, and what is this?
Hawaii.
Correct. So, we can see that just because these 2 land masses are part of this continent, they're still all considered the same thing. So, they don't have to be connected to be considered a part of a specific country. That's when the specifics come in about some things are their own and some things are separate. You just kind of have to know the geography of those different masses around the world. So over here, we have Europe, and we have Asia, and then we have all of Africa here, and then India kind of falls over here, and then it wraps back again around all the way over here. We have Australia, China is here, and then we have Russia that carries all over here. Based on these different land masses and these different continents, can anybody see where these different masses would have formed into each other?
Asia, America?
Yep, we're going to see here kind of how this would have been tucked into here and it has gravitated. If you see here, this is South America. This is Brazil that lines here, and then we see the outer edges of South America here. Now, if you look at Africa, you can see, and the same design of the outline is still the same, because at one point in history, all of these continents were pushed together in actually one landmass. And over time, they have separated and become their own landmasses and kind of what we know what they are today. So overall, we also have different climate changes. Since most of us are generally from America, so basically when we look at America, the southern part of the country is generally warmer or colder?
Warmer.
Warmer. And does anybody know why it is warmer in the southern part of the country as opposed to the northern part of the country?
Because of the equator?
Yes, because of the equator. The equator is a line that runs all the way around the planet, and this is the Tropic of Capricorn that runs right here, in Tropic of Cancer. The equator is going to run, I believe, a little bit lower, and it's going to cross here in Brazil and into Ecuador, and this is where the warmest part of the climate and of the country is going to be. Anything southern, the farther south that you go from the equator, the colder it's going to get. For example, Antarctica. It is very cold down there. And any farther north from the equator they get, the colder it's going to get. For example, Greenland, up in here in Denmark, northern Canada, you're going to see a lot of snowfall, also in Russia. And then everything That's why we have the northern parts of the United States are generally colder, and the southern parts of the United States are generally warmer. Now, I'm going to... Does anybody know the climate of Australia?
Moderate to warm.
Yes. And what is in Australia that is very well known to wildlife?
Kangaroos.
Not kangaroos. Generally, it's going to be the Great Barrier Reef that wraps its way around Australia, which is where tropical fish lie and where they are living right now. Because of the climate changes that we are seeing in the world, we are seeing that a lot of the Great Barrier Reef is dying off, and they're experiencing bleaching of coral, which is where the coral turns white instead of those vibrant colors that you see, and it's dying off, and it's unable to make itself again. So that's kind of where we're seeing a disappearance of this here in Australia, and where the animals aren't surviving as much here. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a worksheet, and it's going to help you guys kind of identify where each continent is, where each kind of more specific where countries are. You're going to go ahead and color in with 7 different colors the 7 different continents that you have. You're also going to color in some of the several countries that we have listed there. And I know that you guys have Egypt, that is located in Africa. That's located here. You guys are going to also color in France, which is in Europe. We are going to color in Brazil, that lies within South America. The United States, you guys are going to color a different color. And then if you guys are from a different country other than the United States, I want you guys to color that a different color and then specify what color that is, so I know that is differently from what you've already done. I would also like you guys to label and color in Mexico. And let's go ahead and do Japan as well. And then also please identify the 2 outside states that do not touch the continental U.S. and identify those. And then label the equator. All the instructions are going to be on top of your worksheet. I'm going to give you guys about, half an hour, 35 minutes to complete this. I would like you guys to work with one other person. Put your name on it and return it on my desk. And the equator, I would like to be labeled in red. So all of your colored pencil colors are at the top. The directions are at the top. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and raise your hand and I can go ahead and answer those for you.